Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Create This Book Too. I know it's been a long time since we met in a Create This Book Too video, and I really hope I can be more regular with it from now on. In this video, I will be completing 3 prompts from this book, and I hope you enjoy watching this. I'm going with the sequence of the book, and I don't intend to skip any prompts. Even if I don't like a prompt, I think I'll still do it and just get done with it. The first prompt for this episode is to create a page using the colors I love and to create a page with the colors I don't like. Since this prompt is about creating a contrast between the colors I prefer and the colors I don't prefer usually, I went with the idea of comparing a basket of fresh fruits with a bowl of dried fruits and nuts. On one side, we have fresh, juicy fruits, and on the other, we have sad, dried, wilted nuts and fruits. So I think that it captures the idea of contrast well, and it's not that I don't like nuts and dried fruits, it's just that the colors just seem so bland and just the same shade of brown and dull yellow and other muted tones. And it's not like I find these colors ugly as such, but it's just that I personally tend to gravitate more to brighter colors, so I always like using bright colors in my art or also in the things I own or buy, like clothes, accessories, or stationery, and other things. I wanted to use many bright colors on this page, and that's why I went with the idea of painting a basket of fresh fruits. I'm using watercolors to put down the first layer, and then I will be using color pencils to add more details. I also drew slices of different fruits just to fill the empty space, and I thought it would make the page more interesting. As I was painting the basket of fruits, I realized that I have never done a still life study, and I think that would make for a good sketchbook idea. I could do that in my next sketchbook ideas video. In the meantime, if you want more sketchbook ideas, you can check the link in the I button or also check the description, or just visit my channel and you'll find the videos there. Also, if this is the first Create This Book Too video you're watching on my channel, I'll be linking the playlist with all the episodes of Create This Book Too in the description. Don't forget to check it out. If you're liking this video so far, please give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments, and please consider subscribing. It really motivates me and means a lot. Alright, so coming back to the prompt I'm working on, I think I spent more than 2 hours on this prompt alone without even realizing. It's just so calming and relaxing to paint simple things, and I don't know what it is called, but I really enjoy making art in this semi-realistic style. Of all these fruit slices, I think I enjoyed painting the dragon fruit the most because look at how gorgeous it is. The bright pink and the green just makes it look like a magical fruit. I think dragon fruits also come in different colors, but I've only seen these ones in my local fruit market, so I just wanted to paint this one. As much fun I had painting the first page of this prompt, the second page was a bit monotonous and boring because it was almost the same color over and over, and I just knew that I would need to work more to add details with color pencils on this one. So I don't think I enjoyed this half of the prompt so much. It was just a bit tedious to draw details with color pencils later on, because even in illustrations I think that dry fruits just look all the same almost. Like there is very little variety or very little interest that you can add to such an illustration. Of course, you can play with textures and light and shadow and everything, but I just did not feel like doing it. So I just wanted to get done with this page. I even outlined the illustration with a black fine liner for the dried fruit side, but I did not do it for the fresh fruit side because I felt that it looked fine by itself. However, when I outlined it, I did not like it as much, but now that I'm seeing it on this page, I think it just looks okay. So you be the judge. Tell me how it turned out and let me know your thoughts in the comments. So this is my interpretation of this prompt and this is how it turned out. I also thought of adding some background color but just settled with some shadows, and I like how simple it is. Now let's move on to the next prompt. So this prompt asks you to create a merge between two animals, and I had the most fun working with this because first it was really fun and second it holds a lot of sentimental value for me. So for this prompt, I decided to merge my friend's pet dog and my pet parrot together. My friend's dog is a cross between a pug and a chihuahua, which in itself is a very unique combination when it comes to hybrid dogs. And I have a green parrot, so I decided to merge characteristics of both these animals and create a creature that would just look very unique and interesting. So on one page of this prompt, I drew both our pets, and on the next page, I am creating a new creature out of both of them. So I gave this creature a beak and parrot wings, and the body of a chihuahua and a pug. That makes me wonder what this animal will be called, because technically it is a cross between three animals, a chihuahua, a pug, and a parrot. Let me know what you think it should be called in the comments. I really like how imaginative this prompt is. It has such endless possibilities. You can mix and match anything. I mean, only sky is the limit here. So I had the most fun doing this one, and it's definitely going to be one of my favorite pages of Create This Book too. To add colors to this page, I am again using my watercolors to put down the first few layers, and then I'll be adding more details with crayons and colored pencils. I really enjoy using this technique to make drawings because watercolor helps you fill the white spaces quickly, and then you can add more details with other mediums. I was also surprised how amazingly well crayons layered on top of watercolors. I got these crayons a while back just to relive my childhood nostalgia, and I really did feel like a kid drawing in my drawing book. I just hope this new creature doesn't freak out my friend, because it is going to be a surprise and I hope it's not a scary one. I also really like how the color combinations of both these animals are different, but they create such a beautiful contrast when paired together. Like the big red beak in the middle just grabs your attention, and the majestic wings of the parrot make it look like a mythical creature out of a fantasy novel. I don't usually design a lot of original characters because I feel that I'm not at that level yet, but with this prompt, I think I just made one and I really like it. I also added some paw prints and some claw marks in the background on one side just to make it extra cute. I was in two minds whether to extend this background on the other side as well, but just decided not to go ahead with it because I felt that the empty space would bring more attention to the main subject. And this is how this page turned out. I really like it because I had a lot of fun creating this. Let me know in the comments what you think about this page. And now comes the last prompt of this episode, which is to create an integration with the line given on this page. So for this page, I decided to do some art journaling. With this page, I tried to express what I've been feeling lately. So the line in this page is a tightrope where the main character is standing, and on one end it is being pulled by time, but the time itself seems to be distorted because the clock is broken, and on the other side there is a jumbled knot of just anxious thoughts that we tend to get lost in certain phases of our lives. I think many of us can relate to that phase, and in that phase somehow we just lose the sense of time, and that's why I tried to depict this with a broken clock, and you can also see that the numbers on the clock are not in order. This was a very spontaneous illustration that came to my mind when I was thinking of my mental state, and I felt that it would translate well for a journal page. This state of mind put me into a really bad art block, and I was unable to create anything. I would just be stuck in this web of anxious thoughts and watched time slip off like sand. And I would just end up feeling guilty every single day that I did not make the most of my time and just wasted it. Creating this page made me feel a little better. It felt like a vent session where I let my thoughts out and I just immersed myself in the process without worrying about the outcome. Now, as you can see, I am rounding off the corners at each intersection of this scribble. This is a special form of art called neurographic art. It is used in art therapy to relax your mind and to calm your senses. Just scribble on a page and then start rounding off the corners at each intersection. It will automatically shut your mind off and you will be distracted from all the problems that are bothering you in that moment. It really does work. After rounding off the corners, I wanted to fill this whole pattern with many different colors, so I went with the rainbow, as the different colors of the rainbow can symbolize different emotions, and I wanted this pattern to resemble just that. I also used a light grey wash for the background to express the moodiness of this page, and I will be adding some text on top of it. For the text, I wrote down my own thoughts and added some double-sided tape on the back and cut the text into strips and then stuck it all over the page like this. And this is how the whole page turned out. It might look a little cluttered, but that's the whole point of a journal entry. It doesn't have to be very organized. I think it just has to represent what you are feeling in the moment and what you want to express. This page is very personal and very important, and I'm glad I was able to express a part of me through this prompt. Let me know in the comments how you think this page turned out, And if you want to read what I wrote, I am just trying to slow down my camera movement so you can take a look too. And now we come to the end of episode 3 of Create This Book Too. So let's take a final look at all the prompts I completed in this episode. If you're still with me, thank you so much for staying. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know your thoughts and suggestions in the comments. I love hearing from all of you. Thank you and stay tuned for more.